Boys, back with another video, and today we're just going to be talking about everything that's going to be going on in college football. Not just Alabama versus Auburn, that's going to be one of the main ones, but we're going to talk about also how Alabama could possibly still not get in the playoffs after this and could possibly still get in the playoffs. So there's really a 50-50 chance, maybe a 40-60 they do, and I really hope they do, because Alabama, just because they lose to underdogs, doesn't mean they're bad against top 25 teams. Alabama plays very good against top 25 teams. Then they meet an underdog, underestimate them, and they lose. They shouldn't have lost to Tennessee. Crucial missed PI calls. One would have been a touchdown. One would have been a crucial, pretty sure a third down conversion. Would have put us in field goal range too. No taunting or unnecessary roughness against the Tennessee freshman that hit Kendrick Law back and taunted him. So that's 2-against-1 penalties on Tennessee. But they didn't call any on Tennessee and 1 on us, which would have been a fourth down conversion if we never got those yards taken back. So here's the playoff bracket for right now. After week 13, we're not counting all these teams bowl week and everything yet. We'll see probably in around like a week. On next Sunday, I'm pretty sure. Let me explain the fight against South Carolina and Alabama for the playoff spot. So these are two teams that have had a all-right year. South Carolina could easily be 10-2 or 11-1. They could easily be 11-1, or 10-2, whatever you want to think or say. Alabama could easily be 10-2, should be 10-2. They could easily be 12-0, or at least 11-1. Shouldn't have lost to Vanderbilt. Without that pick six that made it 13-0 in the first quarter for Vanderbilt, we would have won that game by 2 points. Or maybe 3 if we went for a 2 point. So, I don't know. You guys, tell me what your take is. I'm about to explain everything that I think, I'm going to explain who I think would get in the playoffs. Doesn't matter my opinion on who should, but it matters about what I think the committee is going to do. All right, so this is an AP poll, not the college football playoffs. You guys should know that if you know football. This is an AP poll. That last game where I showed you South Carolina was 15, Alabama was 13. That was the playoff rankings. Alabama was at 13 in the AP and playoff. South Carolina was at 16 in the AP and 15 in the playoffs. So South Carolina is at 13 in the AP. They were at 16. So you know what I think South Carolina is going to move to? I think they're going to move to 12, and Alabama goes to 11. That is my take on the playoffs. But there is one big problem. So 12-team playoffs doesn't go, okay, that team just got ranked from number 15 to 12 from beating Clemson, I guess. Clemson goes off from 12. That team moves to 12. It doesn't go like that at all. So, say, how do I explain this? Okay, there's no ranked teams in the ACC. Say that. But there has to be an ACC team in the 12-team playoffs. So, whoever has the best record in the ACC goes at first in the ACC. Second best record goes at second. Say they have the same. They're undefeated in the SEC, both teams. They both go against each other. Whoever wins gets in the playoffs, no matter what rank they are. Same with Big 12. I'll show you guys who the Big 12 contenders are right after this one. But we're hoping SMU beats Clemson, because if they don't, say Alabama moves to 11, Clemson will jump Alabama, get right back into the 11th spot. Even though they were 12, they're 18th. They'll get right back into the 11th spot in the playoff rankings, not in the AP poll. AP poll, it'll probably move them down to like 15, maybe 14. But it's kind of stupid, but, it is what it is. All right, but back to the talk about Alabama and South Carolina fighting for that playoff spot. I'm about to show you some things that would lead you in the direction of Alabama by, I'll explain to you how much. when we get to it. So, Alabama's first loss came to Vanderbilt right after beating Georgia. It didn't make sense, but now it does, because Alabama doesn't have a run defense. And I think every team has figured that out. That is why all the underdogs that go against Alabama try to just run it down their throats on them, no diddy. But here's the thing. South Carolina beat Vanderbilt just, 4 weeks later? 28-7. I think South Carolina's defense is better than Alabama's. Their offense, I don't know, bro. I think South Carolina's pass defense is worse than Alabama's. Alabama's run defense is worse than South Carolina's. I don't know what the difference is between them. I guess they're even. As South Carolina and Alabama are the two most even teams in college football right now. Maybe not right this second, because the past month, South Carolina's looked like a number 3 team. Alabama's looked like... They've looked like a top 20 team. And in some cases, they've looked like a team that shouldn't even be in the top 25. Let me know your takes on this. Alright, so... But the thing is, Alabama beat South Carolina the week after losing to Vanderbilt. Literally just the week after. The game after losing to Vanderbilt, the very next Saturday, 7 days of rest, came out and beat South Carolina. I think the playoff committee does value head-to-head a lot. Go and look for yourself. I don't really feel like showing this because I don't want this video to be way too long, because I don't want my stats and statistics to go down on the YouTube studio, because people like to click on and click off my videos for no reason. But yeah, my stats have I don't know. I'm just not gonna explain it right now. But yeah, Alabama beat South Carolina the week after getting upset by Vanderbilt. And here's another thing about this. So South Carolina loses to LSU 36-33, and then a while later, like almost all season later, like 8 weeks later, 9 weeks later, Alabama comes out and beats LSU 42-13, bro. 42-13 is wild. That's crazy. Look, okay, I really don't get this, but let me show you these other things. Alright, so this is just unbelievable, because this happened around the same time. South Carolina beat Oklahoma around, week 9? Yeah, I would say week 9. Then Alabama loses to Oklahoma 24, not to 17, not to 10, to 3. Maybe add on another touchdown that got called back for no reason by the refs. Maybe 2. 24-10, 24-17. Still lost. We were down by so much we couldn't have even come back from a touchdown or 2. My gosh. Whew. But this is also like the LSU game. Alabama blows LSU out. South Carolina loses. But the thing is, we got blown out by Oklahoma. We didn't just lose by 3 like South Carolina did to LSU. We got blown out by 21. Then they blew Oklahoma out just like 2 weeks before it by 26. So here's one thing. Alabama beats Missouri 34-0. But Missouri's starters are hurt, though. That's the problem. But still, 34-0 is good. Could have won by a lot more. Probably could have won 45-0. But it is what it is. 34-0 is acceptable enough. Then, South Carolina just recently, I'm pretty sure last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, should have lost to Missouri, actually, because Missouri had them. South Carolina did a last-second drive, and went down the field and scored 34-30. That's unbelievable, but I guess winners find a way to win. Alright, so, and for Big 12, there has to be a team in. I guess whoever wins this, Iowa State or Arizona State, is in the playoffs. They're both 7-2 in conference, 10-2 overall. They're basically even. They're even. They are even. But whoever comes out on top is in the playoffs in that game. That'll be the Big 12 championship winner, and that will be the team that goes to the playoffs from the Big 12. All right, boys, this is the end of the video. But first, I got to tell you guys what this guy said. He said, I did early this morning. He was talking about he subscribed early this morning, blah, blah, blah. Asked me, do I do any live streams? So this is what I've responded with. So I will start doing live streams when I get to 300 subscribers. I'm only 20 away. Somebody unsubscribed. It would be 19 away. But, you know, it is what it is. And don't forget to like and subscribe. This video took me 2 hours and 13 minutes on the dot. I know this because I went and saw when I screen recorded the Auburn versus Alabama first touchdown of the game. It was 3:03 a.m. I stay up all night recording videos for you guys so I can post them. I don't even make money from this. All I ask for you guys is for y'all to like and subscribe. It literally takes 1 second. It's a big red button. You don't have to pay anything. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. Hit the like button. It does a lot for me, and it means a lot to me. But you don't got to pay to like. You don't got to pay to subscribe. Just do it, bro. Please.